never dies.
Wait, how old is the new hire?
I don't know, but he literally uses Excel. You must be the new analyst.
Yes, first day.
6th floor. The team is quite
All right, see where we are. Can you check out Nike? We'll get a chance in a second. Sit tight. Nick, how's it going? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right, see if we can do this. All right, I think I got this under control. I think I do. All right, we're gonna clear these glasses up. I've got to use some glasses tonight only because we're trying something a little bit different, and the screen's way over there, and I really can't read it that way, so I need my glasses. Sorry, it is what it is. All right, that being said, good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Oh, I look terrible. I do. Brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. I'm going to show you how I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Lucy, how are you? Tyson, good evening. Keep or sell my shares of NVIDIA? Ooh, Tyson. I'm going to take a look at NVIDIA for you in a second, and I'll tell you what I think. You may not like it. All right, what do we have over here? All right, this is way off. Way off. There we go. How's that? That looks, ooh, holy cow. That's about right, but it's so crooked. All right, anyway, it's what it is. Let's tilt this one. That works. That one works. Cool. All right. So it's crooked. I have no idea why the hell it's crooked, but it is. All right, let's get the ball rolling. So that being said, let's see who's in the house. Say hi. Let's show some courtesy. Say hi to everybody, and then we'll go from there. All right, so who do we have here? We got Mr. Nick. Nick's in the house. What's happening there, Mr. Nick? Who else do we got? Garrett, Jim. Okay, Garrett, Jim, and Nick. Okay, cool. All right, that being said, go there. That works. Over here, we got Lucy. We got Tyson. Thank you. We'll look at that in a minute, Tyson. JC. Is that right? Caton, J. Caton. All right, whatever. Can you check out Nike? We'll check out Nike. So we're going to check out NVIDIA first, then Nike. Who do we got over here? We have over here, we have William Minko. Okay. South Africa. Ooh, Corn Dog. Kellyanne. Good evening. Forgotten. Zachary. Good evening. Steve-O. Anna B. M. Vargas. M. Vargas. How are you today? Rahish. Okay. Seamus. What's happening, Seamus? Mike. Cam. Good evening. Mama Bear. Back again, I see. Nice to see you again, Mama Bear. Sid, how you doing? Daniel, I got you over there. Daniel, thank you. Joey, M. Dust, Jones, Paris, Frank Harris, good evening. Gold Crowned FX, good evening to you. Cam, we'll take a look at that for you also. Cause Nastra's in the house. Woo, way to go, Cause. Mitch, good evening there, Mr. Mitch. Negus Vin, okay. Scott Hackler, good evening, Scott. Ran, okay. All right. And who do we have over here? Over here. We have Gills Paulson, Steve, Chris Willard, Raish, okay, Mike Stevett, Raccoon Hauler. Okay, that's a story right there, dude. Diane, good evening, Diane. Jimmy, Hysan. What was that? Turfresh? Okay. TR, me, Joe D. No, Joe Tab. All right, Joe Tab, what's going on? Success Forex. All right, Wayne, Robert, Marvin, Fat Cat Fever. Wasn't that Ted Nugent? Fat Cat. No. Eddie Saul, good evening. All right, so nobody down here yet. All right, so that being said, let's get the ball rolling. First and foremost, I feel bad about this. I'm going to admit it here. Now, it might get a little clunky tonight because we're trying something new, and let's see how that works. Okay, so wait a minute. We're live. We're live. We're recording. We got that. We got that. We got that. Everything seems to be ready to roll. So let's see what we're going to do. First on the list tonight is going to be NVIDIA. Now, this is what I feel bad about NVIDIA. What are you thinking with NVIDIA? Seriously, what are you thinking? All right, NVIDIA. Where is it? Okay, we got this. Get rid of that. 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 Oh, leave that there. Okay, Microsoft, there we go. Right there. Slide that over there. All right, let's do this. And we're going to do that. There we go. And there we go. And we're going to bring up NVIDIA. I don't know why. All right. NVDA, NVIDIA. All right. All right. So I got a minor problem with NVIDIA. Not really minor, it's kind of major, but they kind of rectify it a little bit. Not hugely, but a little bit. So let's check this out. All right, you ready? Here we go. So here we go, NVIDIA. $208 per share. Now, ooh, I forgot to do that. All right, so get rid of that. All right, there you go. $208 per share. Now, NVIDIA had just changed its dividend. Well, maybe enough people were bitching and moaning about it, because look at this. They were paying 1 penny dividend for the longest time. And they just increased last week to 25 cents. Well, it's a $200 stock. Damn bitches, better give us some more money. Think about it. If the company's profitable, we are entitled to some of the dividends. So it was 1 penny for the longest time. Look at this. Let's slide down. Look at this. All right, so you got 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny, 1 penny. And then this right here is not even a half a penny. What the hell are you supposed to do at 0.04 and then 0.037? Now, anyway, so personally, I don't really like NVIDIA, but let's keep on taking a look at some numbers just so that you know I gave it some consideration. Lack of better words. All right, we're going to come over to the statistics. Now, I want to show you something about the statistics. Now, statistics on the chart is going to give you an idea of what the numbers look like. And I'm not talking about, the high, the low, all that crap. I'm talking about the real numbers. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Slide up. All right. All right, so we get the market cap, which doesn't seem to be doing very much. It was 266 last year. And then we went to 43, 49, 46, 48, 49. So we're back at 49 again. Okay, big deal. But that's not the number I want to look at. I want to look at number right here. Okay? Revenue per share. How much money do they have coming in on a consistent basis? What is the revenue? What are the profits? Well, the revenue they have is $10.42 per share. Not a whole hell of a lot. Quarterly revenue growth. The growth is good. Well, how can you not grow? It's like $10, and it's a $200 stock, and they're in the trillions. Literally, the market cap is 4.9 trillion, but they're only generating $10.42 per share. That's horrible, in my humble opinion. But let's keep on going down. Look at the book value. Now, the book value is $8. Now, they've doubled the book value in the last year, because last year the book value was only $4. Well, this year it's $8. Now, you may think that's good, but look at the dividend yield. Okay? The dividend yield. That means how much money are you getting based on the profits? Because the dividend is what we're looking for some of you people. Because when you get retired, money's going to come from somewhere. Where's it going to come from? All right, so the dividend, here it is right there. 0.02. Uh-oh. You got someone over here. Okay, you guys. You can't be talking in the background if you get your microphone on. Turn it off. Who is that? Oh, yeah. Muted it before I could catch them. All right, anyway. So let's take a look at something just for a second. I wanted to change this so you can see it. Now, the dividend yield on this, 2%, right? No, It's not 2%. It's 0.02%. How do you even calculate 0.02%? Because I remember when the CDs were paying 1% per year, and then savings accounts are paying 0.5% per year. You put your money into a bank and they give you 0.5%. Well, Nvidia, it's not even 0.5%. You need to have a whole shitload of dividends from Nvidia to come up with anything halfway decent. You want to see something interesting? Watch this. This you're gonna blow your mind. Might not. Who knows? But at least take a look. Take a look at the numbers. All right, let's get out of this. All right, so now we're going to slide down and we're going to take a look at General Motors. Now, General Motors has been around for over 100 years. How long has NVIDIA been around? Maybe 15, maybe 20, I don't know. But it's $83 per share. 83, not 200. Wait a minute, let's take a look at some of the numbers. Let's slide down a bit. Okay, now look at the revenue. Okay, the revenue per share. It's an $80 stock. 80. What was it? What was it? 87? No, 83. $83 stock. In the the revenue per share, 197. $197 revenue coming in. That's how much money they got coming in per share, and it's only $83. So why is a $200 stock bringing in $10? Think about it. It's a $200 stock, and it's bringing in $10 per share. This General Motors is 100 years old. It's an $80 stock, and it's bringing in $197 per share. The numbers are just way off. Hold on, it gets better. Watch this. We'll slide down a little bit more. All right, the book value, $69 per share. It's an $83 stock, and the book value is $69. Do you understand what book value means? Book value basically means you liquidate everything. You pay off all the people you owe money to, okay? And how much are you going to get as a shareholder? Well, with General Motors, you're getting $69 per share. It's an $83 stock. Okay, worst case scenario, it's not that bad. But take a look on the other side. NVIDIA, okay, you're getting $10, and it's a $200 stock. Yeah, no. All right, so what the yield on the dividend? Trailing yield at 0.75. That's not that good either. Payout ratio, EX dividend, blah, 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 blah. Payout ratio 22. Okay, 40 is 0.86. Well, it's better than 0.02. All right, hold on. Okay, so NVIDIA is 0.02%. Okay? Okay, General Motors is 0.86%. So do the math. It's always going to be a math problem. So you're paying $200 for NVIDIA, and it's paying 0.02. You're paying $80 a share for General Motors, and you're getting 0.86. Now, I didn't go to college. Okay, I barely graduated high school purposely. I wanted to stay back because I had so much fun in high school. I didn't want to graduate. Seriously, I didn't. I tried to fail my senior year. Basically, I did fail my senior year. I did, seriously. Okay, so where my school is, we needed 72 credits to graduate. Okay, to graduate, 72 credits. Okay, my senior year, I go into my senior year with 70. I only needed 2 credits for the senior year. I went to a shop class. Didn't go to gym. Hardly ever went to English. I failed every single class except for shop class, which is wood shop, machine shop, auto shop, those ones. I got my 2 credits and I graduated. I failed everything unless in my senior year. I tried really hard to fail, but they wouldn't. All right, anyway, so besides the point, General Motors, 0.86%. NVIDIA, 0.02%. The numbers just don't work for NVIDIA, for me anyway. If you like it, hey, more power to you, okay? I'm just going to say no to NVIDIA. Sorry, the numbers just don't work for me. All right, let's get out of this. And let's go to the next one. All right, next. All right, so let's get that out of there. All righty. So we're going to say no to NVIDIA. Sorry. What do we have next? Pete Dargo, how you doing? All right, we had another one we wanted to take a look at. Oh, shit. SCHD. Come on, dude. Don't you read the numbers? Hold on a second. I'm going to get you in a second. Have you heard about multi-agent AI? No. Why would I? It's an honest question. Why am I concerned about multi-agent AI? I have no idea. Nike, thank you. Nike was next. Thank you, Tyson. Nike was next. So let's take a look at Nike. All right, Nike. NKE. I usually have to look down to see all the stuff that I'm looking at, but no. Now I have to look over to the monitor over there. And would you believe the monitor is a 60-inch screen? 60 inches. It's like this. All right, hold on, back up a little bit. It's like this wide. All right? And I still need glasses, and it's 5 feet away. Literally, watch this. See? I can touch the screen right there. See, I'm touching the screen. It's 5 feet away, and I still need glasses to see a 60-inch TV. All right, anyway. So, Nike. Here we go. Now, anytime I'm doing anything, it's always going to be A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. It's by the book. Do you remember paint by numbers? 1 is red, 2 is green, 3 is yellow, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, here's Nike. I'm looking for 5 things, and it takes me 2 to 3 seconds. Now, it may sound unbelievable, but here we go. You ready? See if you can find it. High, low, where was it? Where is it? And where is it going? That's it. See how quick. You ready? Watch how quick. High, low, was, is. That's it. It takes me 2 to 3 seconds to look at a chart. I'm not looking for huge details. What I don't want is I don't want to be at the high of the year. Okay? And I kind of don't want it to be at the bottom, but I want it bouncing off the bottom, which is a good thing. So 2 to 3 seconds, fine. Next, I want to go take a look at the numbers because I got 5 simple rules. Rule 1, never buy anything you do not want to hold on to long term. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. It just doesn't make sense. Rule 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Some of you people don't really do that. I'm talking to you, Rich Carlton. Palantir is not consistently profitable, dude. But we'll take a look at it in a minute. So sit tight. Rule 4, weekly options only. I'm looking for weekly cash flow. So I need something that trades on a weekly basis. And I refuse to sit in front of my screen and look at this crap all day long. Yeah, no thank you. So rule 5, make sure all the numbers work. So we looked at the chart, see where it's going. Next, I want to see the numbers. Is it going to be beneficial? Am I going to make my goal? My goal is 1% every single week. So current price, $44.65. All right, see, $44.65, $44.65, $44.65, $44.65. It's there 4 times. Gotta be a reason, right? So the current price, $44.65. If I buy it at this price here, I want the closest strike price. And the closest strike price is $44.50. It just so happens the $44.50 is selling for $1.12 per share. That's over 3%. Now, I'm only looking for one, not quite 3%, but close. I'm only looking for 1. This is offering me almost 3. Let's take a deeper dive. So the numbers look good. So now I want to take a deeper dive into the chart. Okay, the first time I look at it, 2 to 3 seconds, I want to see where it's doing. Fine. Now that I check the numbers, I want to take a deeper dive, and I want to look at the last 90 days. Last 90 days, right about there. Same thing, okay? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Down, sideways, up. That's it. Don't spend too much time on it. This is 3 months ago. doesn't really mean anything. It just gives us an idea of what the stock is doing, what the movement is. What really is important is this right here. Why am I can't see that? There we go. All right. What I'm really looking for is the last 30 days. What has this thing done in the last 30 days? Right? There we go. This is the important part, because not only does it tell me what it's doing this month, where does it look like it's going? Okay, so every day I ask myself 5 questions. Okay, they're easy questions that are easy to find the answers to. Number 1, what did I buy? Number 2, what did I sell? Where is it? Where is it going? And what should I do next? Well, I haven't bought this one yet, but that's basically what I'm looking for. So here's the top, here's the bottom, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look, it's down, up, down, up. That's pretty easy to see. But there's one minor flaw with Nike. I have a rule. I have a whole bunch of rules, but one of my rules is find the bottom. 2 days up. It's only one here. See, there's 1, 2. On the 3rd day, I jump in, which would have been right there. See, I'm not going to tell you buy it here at the bottom. No, I don't buy at the bottom because I can't pick bottoms. Sorry. Okay, bottom right there. 1 day up, 2 days up, 3rd day I jump in. I got over 2,000 videos on YouTube. And yes, me standing in front of the camera. Not AI, me standing in front of the camera. Okay, so I've been doing this for quite a while. So 3rd day up, 1, 2, 3. That's where I would have jumped in. And I probably would have jumped out probably right around here somewhere. Because I'm not looking to get to the top. I'm only looking for 1%. I'll take 2, but my goal is 1. 1 is wonderful number. I was going to say 1 is the loneliest number. So anyway, let's do this one only as an example for what might be possible. Now, I'm not going to do it because I'm waiting for 2 days up. 2 more days. So the earliest I'd do this thing is probably Thursday into next week. So I'm going to write this down for next week. All right. So Nike. Let's get rid of this. We are going to go to covered calls. 44.50. There it is right there. 1 contract. Confirm and send. This is what it should sound like. This is what it should look like. You ready? 1 covered call, a Nike, 18 June, not this Friday, next Friday. We got 3 days left. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Very rarely will I get 1%. But 18 June 26, that's next Friday. The 44.50 call option, 102 is the profit, 4,300 is the investment. What is my rate of return? Now for that, I'm going to need the calculator. There it is. There it is. Slide over to there. And we want the profit, 102. It's not that difficult, 102. There's the profit right there. Okay, we're going to divide it by the investment, which is the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. And that's 4,300. Okay, so we divide it by 4,300, and $48 gives me a rate of return of 2.3%. If and only if you actually like Nike. So we're going to save Nike for today. All right, right there. There we go. Right there, right there, right here, right there. And let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go back to there. Go back to here while we're checking out Nike. Where is it? Oh, wait a second. What was that one? That was AT&T. All right, that one. All right, Nike. All right. Slide over. Hold on. Here we go. Whoops. There we go. Nike. Nike. There we go. Nike, Nike, Nike. All right. So, Nike. 1 covered call Nike, NKE. 18 June 26. That means this option is going to expire next Friday. So whoever buys this option from me has the right to buy it from me, but it's not obligated. So they don't have to if they don't want to. The $44.50 call option, 102 is the profit, 4,300 is the investment. For what did we say it was? 2 point what? Come on, where are you? 2.3%. It's going to take me a while to get the hang of this because a new setup. New setups are always challenging to get the hang of. All right, so we're going to save this one. First one of the night, 2.3%. 2.3 Nike. Yay! All right, so back to where we were. All right, so there you go. Back to where we were. What do we get next? What do we got? What do we got? All right, Tyson, thank you for that. Okay. Pete, good that you're doing good. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What do we have down here? Down here. JR. Oh, that's JJ. JJ, have you heard multi-agent? No, I haven't. Doug wants to take a look at SCHG versus SCHD. So apparently Doug is new here because Doug doesn't realize I don't like either one of those. And there's a reason why I don't like those. I'm going to show you right now. All right, here we go, Mr. Doug. You ready? SCHG. All right, we're going to get out of here. And we're going to put in SCHG. Now, Doug, you're new here, so I'm going to be as honest as possible. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, dude. Well, actually, not really, because I'm a Gen Xer. We really don't care about your feelings. Sorry. Sometimes people need honesty. You know what I mean? It's like, as uncomfortable as it may be, honesty sometimes is the best bet. All right, so here we go. Schwab US General Cap, Large Cap Growth ETF, SCHG. Now, what I'm looking for, Doug, is pretty specific, and I'm honest right to the core. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for companies that are consistently profitable. That means every single year they make more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. I'm going to show you a few examples so you understand what I'm talking about. SCHG and SCHD, they don't fit. But I'm going to show you anyway. All righty? Here we go. SCHG. All right. Now, I want to take a look at this right here, Doug. This is called historical data. Now, the historical data is going to give me information that I'm looking for. Specifically, the data stream. Now, let me show you what the data stream is. Okay, so here's the data stream right here. Okay, SCHG right there. The date, that's every single day. Every single day. Don't skip any days, every single day. We have the opening of the day, the high of the day, the low of the day, the close, the adjusted price, and the volume. Okay, but that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for specifically right here, historical prices. So if I click on historical prices right there, I want the dividends only. Because if you remember correctly, this is a dividend investing channel. We invest in pre-qualified dividend stocks. Now, when I say pre-qualified dividend stocks, I'm talking about companies that are consistently profitable year after year after year after year for 2 decades. That's 10, 20 years. 20 years of consistent profits. Hold on, you'll see. Now, I want to see all the profits that this company has, which should be right there, and the maximum amount. So, how much? Okay, this thing goes all the way back to 2010. Okay, so from 2010 to 2026, that's 16 years. That's it. Not quite 20, but 16 might be okay. Think about it. If a company's been profitable 16 years and increasing their profits, well, maybe, yeah. Maybe. So let's take a look at the profits. Are you ready? 2010, 0.6, 0.73, 0.00007. That's worse. That went down. Okay? So let's look at it this way. You ready? Let's do this. That. All right. Higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, higher, higher. Whoops. So it went down twice. 1, 2. Went down twice. Hold on. We're not done yet. 2012. Okay. Lower, higher, 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 lower. Higher, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, 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 higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hold on. 2015. All right. Lower, higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher, lower, lower. I could keep going, but do you kind of see where I'm coming from? Do you? You see where I'm coming from? This is not consistently profitable. And we're not even done yet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, we're not done yet. We stopped off at March 2020. So March 2020, right there. Okay, right there. Okay. Lower, higher, lower, lower. Get this out of my way. Higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 higher. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we left off at December 2022. Okay. Lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 higher. Oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we got 23 times in the last, how much was this? 16 years? 23 times in the last, whatever, 50, what is this one? 10 years? 16 years. 23 times in the last 16 years, this went down. The profits didn't increase, they went down. Why would I want to invest in a company like that? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to show you the flip side. You ready? This went down 23 times in the last 16 years. So let's get rid of all this. Okay. Now, let's take a look at a stock that has increased its profits for 6 decades. 6 decades, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. 6 decades. Let's take a look at this one. You ready? Okay, and come on. There it is right there. All right, Genuine Parts Corporation, GPC. Let's go all the way back. Now, I'm not going to go all the way back 60 years. I'm just going to go back to 2006, which is 20 years. Okay, so 2006. Oh, wait a minute. I need to see all of it right there. All of it. There we go. Let's go to 2006. All right, well, let's go back as far as they'll go. Look at this. Whoa, into the 80s. The 80s. Oh, 1983. Holy cow. Check this one out. 6.8, 7.5, 8.7, 9.4, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27 and a half, 28 and a half, 29, 29 and a half, 30, 33, 36, 39, 40, 41, 45, 49, 53, 57, 61, 65, 67, 72. Do I really need to keep going? Seriously. Do I really need to keep going? This company has been consistently profitable and increasing year after year after year. SCHD and SCHD don't do that. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Now, it may not mean anything to you, but as a retired person, if I get $1,000, $800, $1,000, $700, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $1,500, $600, that doesn't work for me. I'm retired. I rely on a safe, consistent, predictable income. I'm not getting that from SCHD. I'm not getting that from SCHG. So no, no, and no. That's a no. Sorry. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciate, you asking questions. I do. But it's either profitable or it's not. Right, left, up, down, hot, cold, hard, soft, light, dark. It's a yes or it's a no. Sorry. Okay, Doug. I like that one. Weekly dividends. No, Doug, I didn't say anything about weekly dividends. I said weekly options. Because we have 3 things on the board here. Hold on a second. 3 things on the board. All right? You got stocks. You got dividends. You got options. Okay? They're all in the same playground, all playing in the same sandbox, but you heard the expression you're comparing apples and oranges? Well, you're comparing apples, oranges, and bananas. It's 3 different things. Stocks are one thing, totally separate. Dividends, totally separate. Options, totally separate. But they all go around. It's kind of like a vulture. Think about it. Vulture, they're all circling around the same carcass. Probably a disturbing comparison, but still. Dividends, stocks, dividends, options, 3 totally different things. Now, stocks, you can trade them anytime you want. Options, you got weekly or monthly. Dividends, you got either annually, once a year, biannually, twice a year, quarterly, 4 times a year, or monthly, 12 times a year. I think they've actually come out with weeklies now. I think there are a couple of companies that are offering weekly dividends, which I think is okay. All right, so let's get rid of all this. Now let's go to the next one. Next, who wants to go next? Peter, thank you. Wonderful. Nike got that one too. So, Doug, sorry about that. It's just, I'm looking for something specific, Doug. I want consistent profitability and safety. Okay? So I'm 62. I don't have the luxury of being wrong. So I want to make sure whatever I pick is right for me. Now, whatever I pick may not be right for you. Okay? So again, you may like SCHD and SCHG, but it doesn't work for me. David, sorry, I don't do futures here. Okay, I haven't traded futures in, oh my God, 20 or 30 years. Okay, futures aren't as consistent and aren't as predictable. Okay, futures are there's no real rhyme or reason to futures. Prices go up, prices go down based on weird shit. I like something that's predictable and something that is consistent. Companies that I look at are consistently profitable year after year after year. Same thing. Every year they're going higher and higher and higher. Well, in order to be a dividend king, which is the cream of the crop, the best that we have to offer, you got 5 decades. That's 50 years of increased profits just to become a dividend king. And then you got the dividend aristocrats, 25 years of consistent profits. And then you get the dividend champions, 25 years increased profits. The dividend contenders, 10 to 24 years increased profits. And then anything on Warren Buffett's list. That would bring up the list that I'm looking at to 350 different companies. That's all I'm looking at. Now, we check every single week. Oh, hell no. VOO, come on, dude. Didn't you just hear what I said about this thing? VOO is just as bad. Hold on. I think you forgot to start the screen view stream on YouTube. Did I? No, it's streaming. Hold that thought for 1 second. All right, need glasses for this. All right, someone's saying that YouTube is not working. YouTube. All right. No, they're both live right there. Okay, see? Here's one live, and here's the other live. So both channels are live on YouTube. Let's get out of that. We don't need that. Don't need that. Let's go back to there. All right, there we go. All right, we don't need this. All right, we're back to right where we began again. Okay, so let's find something else. Yay, something else. All right, what do we got? What's next? It's working fine. Thank you, Tyson. Nick, how you doing tonight, Nick? Nice to see you. All right. Yeah, I invested in OXY. Ooh, hold on a second. So do I. Forever Forgiven. Ooh, nice. So you invest in long-term dividends. No, you're new here and you're just showing up. I look at buying companies that are good quality companies that I have the intention of holding them long term. But if someone's going to offer me more money than I paid for them, fine, take them. I'll give you an example. All right, hold up. All right, we're looking at Nike. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I buy Nike tomorrow morning at $44.65. Then I turn around and I sell someone the right or the option to buy it from me at a certain price by a certain date. So the current price, $44.65. The closest strike price is going to be $44.50. So if I sell someone the rights to buy it from me at $44.50, they are going to pay me $1.12. So you add the $1.12 to the $44.50. Now I'm walking away with $45.62. Did you see that? Okay, current price, $44.65. That's what I'd be buying for tomorrow. So go along with this. Okay, hold on, let's do this. Okay, so current price, $44.65. If I sell it at $44.50, it looks like I'm losing money. But I'm not, because I'm collecting what is called a premium. And the premium is 112. 112. So in actuality, I'm selling this stock at $45.62. Because remember, I'm selling at $45.50. I'm picking up 112. That wasn't right. Hold on a second. Let's try it this way. Hold on. All right. I'm selling it at $45.50. And I'm picking up $1.12. All right. So I'm buying it at $44.65. I'm selling it at $44.50. I'm picking up $1.12. So I'm walking away with $45.62. Okay? I'm buying at $44.65. I'm selling for $45.62. So if someone's going to say, hey, I'll take it, I'm going to let them have it. Why? Because I don't want to own it for the rest of my life. I just want the cash flow. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm keeping this stock in my roster, in my Rolodex, in my whatever you want to call it. So when it comes around again, okay, now when I say when it comes around again, watch this. All right, what is this stock doing? And it does it all the time. You ready? Watch this. It goes up, down, down, up, 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 down, up. That's what it does. They go up, they go down. That's it. Do I like the stock? Yes, I do. So every time it gives me this little doohickey, down, up, down, up. Yeah, I want to buy it as she's going up. Grab my 1%, get rid of it, and then watch when it does it again. Because guess what? It's going to go up, and then it's going to come back down again. Because that's all stocks do. They don't come to your house and cook you dinner. They don't take the dog for a walk, and they sure as shit don't dump the trash. They go up, they go down, and that's it. So I'm jumping in, grabbing 1%, and then moving on to the next one. And then when Nike is back in that position where she's at the bottom, moving back up, then I'll jump in again. I jump in, I jump out, I jump in, I jump out. I really don't care to hold on to anything. At 62 years old, I put in 5 decades. My first job was in 1974. I retired 3 years ago. After 5 decades. 5 decades of working. My first job, 1974. I'm entitled to retire. At least I think so. So I'm looking at the same thing. Up, down, up. I want to jump in, jump out. When she goes up, grab that 1% every single week. And yes, 1% every single week is over 50% by the end of the year. It's a simple math. Third grader know that. All right, let's keep on going. So you invest long term? No, I don't invest long term. I invest all right, hold on a second. Let's get the definition of long term understood. I'm 62. Long term for me is 30 days. That's it. That's long term for me, 30 days. All right. Aloha mahalo. How are you today? Oh, how did I just do? Oh, shit. All right, there we go. And back to where we were. Okay. So aloha, mahalo, allegiance. Isn't that A? Just plain A? I think it is. Hey, allegiance. Holy shit, I was right. Okay, now allegiance, I'm going to say no to. Who came up with that one? Allegiance. Aloha, mahalo. Now, the reason why I'm saying no to allegiance for the rest of you is I said rule 4 is weekly options only. So Allegiant, June, July, August, September, those are months of the year, which means monthly option, which means I can only trade it once a month, which would mean 12 times a year. And if I'm getting 1 to 2% with each trade, that's 12 to 24% by the end of the year. No. I want 1% each trade weekly. That's 52 times a year. That works better for me. Pratacha. Okay. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. All right. So, Allegiant, no. Forever Forgiven. What is some of the blue chip stocks you invest in? All right. Let's say this again. You ready? Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. That's what I like. What do we have next? Yeah, I invested in Occidental Petroleum, in Cyrus, and Newbank because of Warren Buffett. Okay, I like Occidental Petroleum. What the hell was that? No. Don't you turn off on me. What the hell? No, there it is right there. There we go. The screen was going to turn off on me. Okay, so we're looking at what? Occidental Petroleum, OXY. OXY. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's going to be no this week for Occidental. Now, don't get me wrong. I like OXY, Occidental Petroleum. I do. But look at the numbers. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Sideways, up, down, and it's just dropping at the moment. See? Up, down, up, down. So don't get me wrong. It's going to be fine once it finds the bottom. Look, coming down. The bottom should be down here somewhere. So as soon as it finds the bottom, I'm going to write this down for next week. OXY. OXY for next week. All right. What was the other one? Siri, S-I-R-I. I got Siri. I mean, I did. All right. Same thing. Sideways, up, down, up. Doesn't really look good. What do you think? Okay. Bottom, top, drop, 1, 2 days. Can it go a third day up? It might not. But look at today. Today, she gapped up and then she dropped. So that's not a good sign. So we're going to pass on Syria this time. What was the last one? NU. What the hell is NU? That's Nucor. No, NU Holdings. Okay. All right, well, let's take a gander. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down. What's going on there? Zoom in. I gotta get used to this. This is just a little. All right. Not 100% sure of this one. Look at this. There's the top. Here's the bottom. Showing up, down. What's going on here? No real rhyme or reason, but we got 2 days going that way. Does it look good? Well, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Because if we buy it at 1188 and we sell the 12s, well, the 12s are paying 28 cents a share. That's more than 2%. If you like NU Holdings. I don't know. What do you think? Let's take a gander at it, okay? NU. All right. We are going to do covered call. 12. Right there. 1 contract. Confirm and send. Here we go. You ready? 1 covered call NU. 18 June. That's next Friday. The 12 call option. 44 is the profit. 1100 is the investment. Let's get that calculator out and see what the calculator has to say. One more time. 44 is the profit. The investment, all right, hold on. 44, profit. Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, 1156. So 1156, grand total of 3.8. 3.8 for 1 week. So the question is, do you like NU Holdings? Interesting question. You like it or you don't? So we're going to save this one. 3.8%. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, while that's loading up, let's get rid of this. And let's take a look at NU Holdings. There it is right there. 3.8. Here we go. NU 3.8. Woohoo. All right, here we go. 1 covered call NU. 18 June 26. That's this coming. Nope. That's next Friday. The $12 call option. $44 is the profit. $11.56 is the investment. Anytime you make an investment, we're looking for a rate of return, a return on our profits, or a return on our money. We make an investment, we want a return. Well, here we're doing it on a weekly basis, not an annual basis. Okay, you go to a bank, you go to a finance company, you go talk to anyone. So what's the annual percentage rate? Always want annually. I don't know about you guys, but I live 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time. I don't live 1 year at a time. Well, I kind of do, but weeks are a lot quicker than years. All right, so 3.8. We're going to save this one too. 3.8. That's 2 for the night. We got 3 more to go. 3.8. I can live with 3.8. Because think about it. 1% a week is 50% by the end of the year. 2% a week has got to be 100% by the end of the year. 3% has got to be at least 150. But 3.8, that's closer to 200% by the end of the year. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so what do we got next? Okay. Peter, it's working on YouTube for me. Thank you, Pete. Yes, sir. Thank you for breaking it down. Greatly appreciated. You're welcome. Doug, there a free fee or risk involved in options? Yes, there is. Man, you would have been an excellent teacher. You break it down and I really able to comprehend. Outstanding. Is prop firms good or not? I honestly could not tell you. I don't know anything about prop firms. I understand that prop firm, they'll pay you to trade someone else's money. Do you invest in any new AI companies? Okay, Nixer, okay? Think of it this way, Nixer. When I say I'm looking for companies that have 2 decades of profits, name me one AI company that has been around for 20 years and has increased its profits year after year after year. Alan, how you doing, Alan? Nice to see you again. So the prop firms, I don't know anything about them, but they will pay you if you're good at it. Forever. Okay. Amazing info. Love this channel. I'm here every night. No, I'm not. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I do take Friday and Saturday nights off. I hope that's okay with you guys. If it's not, too bad. Sorry. I'm a Gen Xer. We're a weird bunch. We really are. Okay, we don't ask for apologies. We don't get no participation trophies. We really don't care about your feelings. Not that we do anything malicious or purposely to hurt your feelings. It's just that we were brought up differently. The 60s, 70s, and 80s, total different world. And it's hard to explain how different it was growing up then. Gotcha. Okay, but think about it. I'm 62. What I put my money, I want it to be safe. Safe. That's my number one priority. Safe and profitable. That's it. All right, who's next? Come on down. All right, who do we have over here? Not there. So over here we have. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Holy shnikey. Sorry, you guys. Now, I'm going to apologize now because I got 7 cameras going in the computer. So it's 13 different channels. So I really can't get to every single question as soon as you post them. I'm trying to go as fast as I possibly can. David, no futures. I did futures a long time ago. But David, I have a question for you. Okay? Now, if you're investing in futures, David, have you ever used the Commitment of Traders reports? David, strictly for you, David, Commitment of Traders report. Cynthia, hello, hello. Melbean Habits. Do I do real estate? Yes, I do, but that's a different channel. Randall X, thoughts on Meta long term? Okay, so let me explain something to you about Meta and long term. Because, see, my idea of long term and your idea of long term, two totally different things. But I want to show you something on Meta just in case you didn't realize it. Now, long term, depending on what your idea of long term is, for me it's 30 days. But here's the thing. Let's take a look. Meta Platforms, META, okay, $584 per share. Let's take a look at the dividends, okay? This thing has 2 years of two years of dividends. Hold on, let's take a look. 50 cents, 52.5 cents, and then the cheap bastard with all the money he's got, he's not even giving us more money. 2 years. That's it. So you like Meta, you do what you want. Me, I want 2 decades. That's 10, 20 years. I don't care how good it might look. It's not 20 years old. It doesn't have 20 years of increased profits. Hold on. What do we have next? Oh, wow. I'm missing all these questions. Okay. Okay, we just did Meta. HD. Who's that one? 5-star. JB. Home Depot. Holy cow. I like Home Depot. Now, the reason why I like Home Depot, okay, what I said 2 minutes ago, Meta has 2 years of increased profits. Home Depot has 5 decades. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Well, hell yeah, I'm going to do Home Depot. Well, let's take a look. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Right there. It's going up. Here's the bottom right there last month. Now it's going up. Let's zoom in a little closer so we get a better idea. Okay, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. If you like Home Depot, 5 decades. 5 decades of increased profits. So it's a yeah, baby. I like that one. All right. Brazilianaire. Mara, we'll take a look at that in a second. But anyway, Home Depot, here we go. But we only have one bottom here that's going up. But look at this. It's going sideways. Not really moving up yet. And the high is right there. So too close to the high. So I'm going to pass this time around for Home Depot. Ant World, nice to see you again. What's the real estate channel? I didn't say there was a real estate channel. You asked if I did real estate. Yes, I do. I just don't do enough to have its own channel. But I can give you some really good, interesting shit on real estate. Okay, Brazilianaire wants to take a look at Mara. M-A-R-A. What's going on here? Same thing. What's going on there? Last 30 days. Oh, look at that. 1, 2. Okay. Up, down, up, down. Now she's going up again. 30-day bottom, 30-day top, profit taking. Here's your new bottom. 1, 2, 2 days up. So on the third day, which might be tomorrow, would be a good entry point. So let's take a look at Mara. 1331. 1350, you think? Maybe? Okay. Covered call. 1350. There it is right there. One contract. And here's Johnny. Johnny, tell him what he's won. Well, Bill, we got Mara at 18 June. The 1350 call option. 99 is the profit. 1200 is the investment. What's the rate of return? And more importantly, do I like Mara? That's a question you have to answer. Do I like this company? Do I feel like this is a good place to put my money? Okay, let's find out. We're going to need the calculator for this one. Okay, profit. Okay, max profit, 99. Okay, put 99 right there. And we're going to divide it by cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 1,251. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. 1,251 comes to a grand total of, holy cow, 7.9. 7.9% for 1 week. It only if you like Mara. That's it. Because remember rule number 1, never buy anything you do not want to hold on to long term or you do not understand. If you don't understand who they are, what they do, don't buy it. If you don't want to hold it for the rest of your life, don't buy it. Because it could go down. And then you're stuck holding it. Because it could go down. Always got to remember that. All right, so here we go. 99, yeah, already did that. So we're going to save this one. 7.9%. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 7.9. Why the hell not? So this is number 3 for the night, which means we got 2 more to go. All right. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get back to this. Get back to that. And 7.9%. Holy Toledo. Here we go. Mara on the wall. Tell me who's making me money. Oh, okay. One covered call Mara. M-A-R-A. 18 June 26. That's next Friday. The $13.50 call option. Well, it's paying $99 per contract. Well, each contract is $1,200. Now, you may think putting out $1,200 to pick up $100, you're missing a few ingredients to that equation. Because number 1, it's all in how you interpret what you're doing. The way I interpret it is I'm looking at creating weekly cash flowing assets. So you can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can buy vending machines, you can buy laundromats, you can buy whatever you want. You're always going to put some money into it and get some money back. And that money you're getting back Are you getting on a weekly, daily, monthly, annually? How are you getting it? I want weekly. It works for me. I grew up in the 60s. My first job was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and 2000, all that stuff. But in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we went to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and done by 4:30, 5 o'clock at night, and we enjoyed the weekend. Well, stock market's the same thing. It opens up at 9:30 a.m. And by 4 p.m. on Friday, we're done. Who do you have that? Carbolics. How you doing today? You're new here. That name, I would have got to that one. Okay, so what do we have down there? Mara is promising crypto mining mostly. Okay, yeah, that is my goal, to have multiple streams of passive income. Nicely done. All right, so what was this one? This is getting old stuff for the birds. It really is. 7.9. All right, so we're going to save this one at 7.9. 7. Oops. 7.9. We haven't seen that big in a while. No, we haven't. Next, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right. All right. What do we have over here? STZ. Okay, wait a minute. Why is that not going all the way back? Damn it. Okay, user 2. Hey, you're back again. No, see, very rarely will I remember a number, but this one I remember. 22554412855522. I remember that one because he's here often. STZ is a Buffin stock. Okay, let's take a look. STZ. That's Stellantis, something like that. STZ. Constellation. I wasn't even close. Constellation. Check it out. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Okay. 140. 140 is going for 290. That's 2% right off the top. Let's zoom in a little closer. Last 30 days. There we go. Down, up, down, up. Oh, yeah, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, baby. 140. Let's do this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. Do it, do it. I'm here. I'm there. I'm Big Bang Hank. I'm everywhere. Okay, right, we go right there. And one contract. Oops. Right there. And here we go, yo. Here we go. Okay. One covered call, STZ, 18 June, next Friday. The 140 call option, 321, 13,000. Hold on. Hold on. We need that calculator. I may be good with numbers, but I ain't that good. All right, 321. Divided by, because 321 is the profit. Remember, 321 is the profit. 13,000 is the investment. Divide 13,679. 13,679. Grand total of 2.3. Not that exciting, but still, it's over 1%, right? Dum dee 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 dum dee 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 dum 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 dum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Uh-oh. Okay, see, so I'm having issues. Get more interaction in the live. Okay, I'm not working. Okay. 7,000 to invest. How is the best way to? Dude, I have no idea who you are. I can't tell you to do anything. The only advice I can give you is don't stick your head out too far. It might go home in another car. That's about the only advice I can give you. I can't tell you what to buy. I can't tell you what to sell. I can't even tell you if something's good enough for you because I know nothing about you at all. Make sense? Okay. We already did Home Depot. Thank you. That reposted that one. For some strange reason, I'm going to apologize because I can't go back to my questions. I'm having issues with TikTok. All right. Sit tight. What do we got next? All right. We already looked at Home Depot. Lisa, how you doing? Ooh, wavelength, CSCO. Isn't that? Hold on. Don't tell me. CSCO. That's Cisco. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of this. I forgot to get rid of it. Damn it. Damn. Damn. All right, CSCO. Cisco. No. That was quick, wasn't it? Okay, the high, look at it, it's dropping. The bottom, up, down. No thanks, I don't buy at the high. Plain simple, I don't buy at the high. No, no, no. Mikey, Blue House of Cats. That sounds like a story. Doesn't that sound like a story? Today, Blue House of Cats. Ebony, thank you for that. Blue House of Cats. Uh-oh, Home Depot and Pepsi. Scats Pub. We already looked at Home Depot, so we'll take a look at Pepsi now. Pepsi. Ooh, don't know. Look at that right there. What's happening? There's the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. What's going on right there? Last 30 days. Top, bottom, only one day up. But think of it this way. Pepsi is over 100 years old. Pepsi has over 5 decades of increased profits. And you cannot deny, here's the top, here's the bottom, now she's going up. It is what it is. You either like Pepsi or you don't. And I don't mean talking the Pepsi challenge, is are they paying me enough money? Well, the 142s are going for 267. Not quite 2%, but still. Oh, wait a minute. The 143s make more sense because it's 142.78. So the 143s are going for 223. That's what, 1 3/4%, something like that. Let's take a gander. A gander, if we may. Covered call on Pepsi. The 143s right there. One contract. Here we go. You ready? One covered call. Pepsi. 18 June 26th. That's next Friday. The 143 call option. Look at the price is 143.04. And I'm going to sell it for 143. All right, pick up 260. It's 14,000. What's the rate of return? What is my profit? Okay, 260. 260. Because 260 is the profit, remember? Maximum profit, 260. Do you remember? Hold on, I got to pause for a second. Do you remember the part, the beginning of the show, where I said I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week? That's my criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% a week. Okay, so simple. The easiest trade there is has a major flaw. Listen closely. The simplest trade is just to buy the stock. That's the actual simplest. But there's a major flaw with that. And the major flaw is you have to wait and wait and wait for the stock to move. That's the major flaw with buying and selling stocks. You got to wait for the movement. But the covered call, which is second easiest trading strategy, you buy the stock, you sell the option. So I'm buying it at this price, I'm selling it at this price through a covered call. There's so many videos available online to tell you what the covered call is. You buy the stock, you sell somebody the right, not the obligation. I mean, they can if they want to, but they don't have to. You sell them the right to buy it from you at a certain price, called the strike price, by a certain date, called the expiration date, right there. Okay? So what is this? We're buying the stock, 142.74. We're selling it at 143. That's the predetermined price I'm selling it for by a predetermined date, 18 June. Strike price, 143. Expiration date, next Friday. My profit, remember I said predictable? I already know what my profit's going to be. Max profit, 260. I already know what I'm putting up front. I'm putting up 1,400. Here's something you may or may not know, is that I don't have to wait for the stock to move in order for me to get my profit, because I get my profit the very same day. So if I buy this first thing in the morning and I sell this first thing in the morning, I get my money that afternoon. I can't spend it that afternoon, but I do get it that afternoon. Swappy changey. Let's do this. Okay, already get there. Okay, get rid of that. All right, so let's find this one out. All right, 260 profit investment, 14,000. Divide $14,040. Comes to a grand. to 1.8. 1.8 for 1 week. Save this one. This makes number 4, which means we got one more to go. Who's got it? Who's got the number 5? We'll only do 5 a night. That's it, just 5. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Before I do that, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Back to that. Back to that. That works. Okay, here we go. There it is. Pepsi. Whoa, too big. Too big, too big, too big. Right there. Here we go. One covered call. Pepsi. PEP. 18 June 26. That means this option is going to expire next Friday. So what happens between tomorrow and next Friday, whoever buys this option from me, they can do whatever they want. But I can't do anything because I'm locked where I am because I already sold the right for someone to buy it from me. The 143 call option, 260 the profit, 14,000 is the investment for a, what is it again? 1.8. 1.8. 1.8. One more to go. Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Braden. What's happening? Brader the trader. Okay. Uh-oh. Jay Harris. Is next Friday the 12th or the 19th? No, this Friday is the 12th. Next Friday is the 19th. Kissable. Did we already do AT&T? No, we did not. Peter, Johnson & Johnson and Mickey D's. Sit tight for a second. We got people over here waiting. Holy cow. Metal long term. No, thank you. Oracle. MOSA. Oracle. ORCL. ORCL. Oracle. Hell no. Sorry, that was quick, wasn't it? You didn't even see that coming, did you? Look at this. Boom. No. Don't get me wrong. I love Oracle. I really do. But I'm going to wait. I'm thinking another week or two will be down here. Maybe in a week or two. So I'm going to write Oracle for next week. We'll take a gander at it. It's not on my list, but it is now. ORCL for next week. Okay. Pepsi, good dividend. Name right now. And whatever that was, that jumped too quick. Honeywell. John Goodrich. Honeywell? Okay. Honeywell. H-O-N. H-O-N. Honeywell. Ooh, wait a second. What's going on there? Only 1 day, dude. Look at that. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. New 30-day bottom, 1 day up. So maybe I'm going to write Honeywell down for next week because that looks freaking good. H-O-N. Honeywell. Next. Sorry. QQQY. Oh, hell no. Sorry. Hell no to QQQY. Let me explain why. I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why no to QQQY. QQQY. All right. Who came up with this one? Kobe. Kobe Trades. Kobe, you ready for this? Now, Kobe, you're new here because I'm really good with names and I don't remember you being here before. And if you were here before, you didn't speak up. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing what you're actually doing. All right, hold on. So you ready, Kobe? Here we go. Defiance, NASDAQ, 100 target, blah, 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 30-day weekly, blah, 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 QQQY. What we're looking for, more specifically, are the profits. Is this thing profitable? How far back are we going? Holy shit. 2023. Dude, this thing's only 3 years old. Hell no. No, wait a minute. Did I just see what I thought I saw? 330. We did. Holy shit. All right, hold on. Corey, you ready for this? All right. So the very first dividend, October 2023. I want you to listen closely to these numbers. All right, listen closely. All right, this is how big companies suck you into a piece of crap and make you stay here longer. You ready? First dividend, $3.30. $3.30. Very first dividend. Second dividend, $3. That's good. Then it went down, $2.79. 186, 255, 240, 237, 257, 240. Not going up, but here's the thing. Watch this. We're going to jump all the way up to today. Where are we? Right here. Take a look at this. Okay. 12 cents. 13 cents, 14 cents, 14.4 cents. Explain to me, in a way which I'll understand, why you think a company that started out paying $3 dividend, then $2.50 dividend, $2.40 dividend, why is it now at 14 cents? You think it's a good deal? It went from $3 to 14 cents. And you think that's good? Seriously. So that's why I tell people, do you read the numbers? Do you do research before you put money in? And why the hell are you buying something that's losing money hand over fist? That makes no sense at all. Phil, how you doing today? Options is a no for James. I don't buy options, I sell options. John Goodrich, IBM, Honeywell, Exxon. Ooh, nice. Okay, see, I've been neglecting these guys over here, so I'm going to go over here for a little bit and see what these guys are up to, because we got one more stock to come up with, and we still got like a half hour to go. All right, half hour to go. Rush, what's going on? Mike, Steve, Raccoon Holler, Jimmy, Diane, TR. All right, what do we got? Chaz, Wayne. All right, Success Forex, how you doing? Ant-Man, I see you. Marvin the Mart. All right, Solison, good evening. All right, D Coffee, Oliver. Good Stark, Shamin, what is that? Is KJ, what's going on? Carnitas, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? All right, please look at K-View. Ooh, I like K-View. I do. Let's go over here. K-View. K-V-U-E. K-View. Ooh, look at that. Now, see, I got a minor problem with this. It looked good at first, but hold on. Here's your top at 23. Here's your bottom at 14. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, sideways. What's going on there? Now, it looks good, but does it really? Okay. The top, the bottom, she's shooting up. 1, 2, 3. 3 days up. But the 30-day high is 18. And we're at 1792. Terribly sorry. That's too close to the high. I'm not looking to get into new territory. I want something that is predictable. Well, the high is here. We're almost there. Then we're going to come back down again. Yeah, no thanks. Sorry. Now, don't get me wrong. I like K-View, but that's a little too close. All right. Thoughts on Palantir. Is VTI the best ETF? It depends. No, seriously. It depends on what you're looking for. All right. Brader the Trader. I like Altria. I like Devon Energy. IRM. I'm not 100% familiar with IRM. What is that? IRM. Iron Mountain. Okay. But take a look at Iron Mountain. Okay. She went up. Now she's coming down. Sorry. But I like DVN. DVN's nice. DVN. Unfortunately, DVN's coming down too. Not this week. But Altria. All right, Altria, same thing. Oh, now it's coming back down again. All three of yours are coming back down. Dude, see, I take profits. As soon as the profit's there, I take. See, the funny thing about a profit, Brader the Trader. Okay, I'm going to tell you two things. You ready? Number one, it's not a profit until you take it. That's number one. And number two, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Stocks go up, stocks go down. FAC, what the hell is that? FAC. Hell no. That was a good one, wasn't it? All right. Anetria Jackson, how are you today? Nice to see you. Aries Official. Okay. All right. What do we have over here? Ooh, ABT. All right, hold on a second. O, that's his name. O, Oh, wants to take a look at Palantir, PLTR. Dude, do you even look at the profits? Do you even look at the numbers? Palantir, PLTR. PLTR. Okay, this is Yahoo Finance. Got nothing to do with me. I'm just filling it in. Okay, PLTR Technologies. Here we go. Do you see what it says right here? Who came up with Palantir? Oh, you ready? There are no dividends at this time period for Palantir. So we're a dividend investing channel. Not really dividends, but I'm looking at dividend stocks because they're predictable and they do certain things over and over and over again. So they're predictable and they're doing what I want them to do and they're profitable. So Palantir, I don't even know if Palantir is profitable because they don't have any dividends. So now you're asking me to look at 20 years of quarterly reports and annual reports? Yeah, no, thank you. Let's look at the statistics for Palantir for the fun of it. Okay. Oh, this is not good at all. Okay, did you even look at these numbers? I shit you not. Take a look. Hold on. The stock is $131 a share. That's it, $131 a share. The revenue coming in is $2.19 per share. It's $131 to buy one share, but they only have $2.19 coming in right there. $2.19 revenue. What the hell are you thinking? Hold on. Does it get any worse? It does. Holy shit. Look at this. The book value, $353. Now, why is the book value important? Let me tell you why it's important. If the stock goes down, if the Supreme Court says, hey, you have to divest and you have to pay back all your investors, they have what's called a balance sheet. How much is coming in? How much is going out? What is the company actually really worth? It's only worth $3.53. That's it. Now, I just like it when people do this. I really do. Call them poachers. They come and they now, oh, before I go, all right, well, before we move on, let me explain something, okay? Now, there's a bunch of people here. Now, you're hearing me and you're seeing me. You hear what my voice sounds like. Now, I'm going to tell you something and I want you to let it sink in. If you think you are having a conversation with me via text, via email, via Snapchat, what do you call that damn thing? Telegram, Instagram, anything like that. You think you're having a conversation with me? You're not. I don't do that. You want to have a conversation with me, go to the website, book a call, or drop your phone number here. Whatever channel you're on, there's 13 channels. Well, I'm live streaming on 13 different channels. All the emails get sent back to one email. So you want to have a conversation, DM me your number. I'm not going to pass you off to someone else. I love talking to people and I love helping them out. Okay, I'm not trying to sell you anything. We're all adults. We know how it works. You want to buy something? I got a whole bunch of stuff on my website to buy. I've done books, I've done seminars, all that crap. I'm not trying to sell you anything tonight. I'm just sharing information. And if you think you're having a conversation with me, you're not. Unless you pick up the phone and say, hey, James, how you doing today? You should be able to hear who I am from the phone. I'm 62 as well. Cool beans. Who's that? John Goodrich. Way to go. Nothing due. I have no idea what that means. Walter, what is PRI? I have no idea what that is. Let's go find out. So I'm going to say no to Palantir. Sorry. VTI, same thing. Let's go take a look at VTI. VTI. Okay. See, I got a minor problem. Okay. Here's my minor problem. Okay. This stock is $362 a share. Well, let's go back here. Where is it? We're at $363. That's it. $363 a share. So you put your money into VTI. Who came up with this one? Oh, you ready? You're putting your money into VTI. Do you see this number right here? It's called the yield. The yield. The yield is basically you invest your money. This is what you're getting in return. 1.01. Let's do it this way. 1.01%. That's not for the week. That's not for the month. That is for the year, brother. You're putting your money into this $362 share per share. $360 per share to get 1% per week return. That's it. NU is not a dividend stock. The trend is down 31% over the last 6 months, although it is making money. Chaz, you got to look at it this way, okay? Is it bouncing off the bottom going up? And am I holding it long term? No, I'm holding it for 4 or 5 days. That's it, maybe 10. That's it. Because stocks go up, and then they go down, and then they go up, and they go down. It may be in a downtrend, but at this moment in time, it's turning around, looking up. I guess DO, you like the stock, right? What the hell is DO? Thank you there, Joe. Joe said it's killing it. All right, so, FJFP wants to take a look at Abbott Labs. I love Abbott Labs. I do. So let's take a look at Abbott Labs. Hold on. Let me get rid of this first. All right, so basically, VTI. Now, it's good for those who want to do what VTI does. That's basically all it is. All right, here you go. You got two choices. Okay, you got two choices and only two. Don't let anybody think you have more than two choices, because you don't. You got two. That's it. Number one, learn to invest the money yourself. Or two, give up accountability. Don't bitch and moan when they give you crap. Because VTI is giving you 1.01. That's all it's giving you for the year. That's it. 1.01% for the year. I'm showing you how to get 1% every week. It's your choice to decide what you want to do. All right. FJFP wants to take a look at Abbott Labs. I like Abbott Labs. I do. Abbott Labs has over 5 decades of increased profits. So let's take a gander at it. ABT. ABT. Abbott Labs. Ooh, wait a second. Okay. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up. Let's get rid of that. Got to change that. Change that. All right. Right there. Take a look. The bottom of the year was last month. Now, I don't know if you guys heard this or not. It's a little rumor. I'm not quite sure if it's true. To make money in the stock market, you buy low and you sell high. Could be wrong. Could be. So let's zoom into that, see what it looks like. Okay. So here's the low of the year. She went up, down, up again. So now we're at a new 30-day high. Is that something I want to jump into? Nope, because I want 2 days to the upside. Even though I do like Abbott Labs, and they are over 100 years old, and they do have over 5 decades of increased profits. Your bottom's here, up, down, what's going on now? Okay, at the bottom, right there. Okay, it could still be coming down. So I'm going to wait on Abbott Labs. But I am going to write it down for next week. ABT next week. Next. All right, what do we have? Oh, he's talking about Abbott Labs. Yeah, because I don't like Abbott Labs. Ooh, Brader the Trader. Campbell's JP Morgan. Okay, BTI. What the hell is BTI? What the hell is BTI? BTI. Bachman Turner Interdrive. British American, whatever the heck that is. Oh, hell no, dude. No. Okay? June, July, September, December, January. Those are months of the year. A month is only 12. Why? Okay, there's a huge difference between weekly and monthly. Monthly, 12. 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2. 12. Weekly is 52. Why do you think 12 is better than 52? I'm kind of curious. It's a simple question. If I'm getting 1% with each trade that I do monthly, June, July, September, December, January, I'm getting 12% at the end of the year. No. Hold on a second. Weekly, 12 June, this Friday. 18 June, next Friday. 26 June, 3 Fridays away. 2 July, 4 Fridays away. 10 July, 5 Fridays away. So on and so forth. 52 times a year. 1%, 52 times a year is a hell of a lot better than 1%, 12 times a year. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work in my favor. Sorry. All right, Brady the Trader, thank you. I appreciate that, though. But thank you for your input, and thank you for your participation. What do we have over? Abbott Labs, like it, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer on it. Tommy, how often would you lose? Believe it or not, I used to say I have 0 losses this year, but nope. Last year I got 2 losses. No, sorry, last week I got 2 losses last week. So we're into June, and I got 2 losses this year. Now you got to remember, I got 7 accounts, and I trade professionally, which is more than 50 trades a week. More than 50 trades a week since the beginning of the year. I got 2 losses this year, 2 losses last year, 4 losses the year before. I like to think I'm doing okay. Print your ride. Nucor. Ooh, N-U-E. I like Nucor. N-U-E. Nope. That was quick, wasn't it? Print your ride. Do you see how quick that was? And do you know why it's so quick? Now, don't get me wrong. I like Nucor. I really do. I really like the company. But the high of the year was last week. Okay? The low of the year was last year. Up, down, up, down. So it's coming down from the high of the year. What's the play? Seriously, it's a serious question. What's the play if the high was last week and now it's coming down? Okay? Up, down. What's the play? Now, don't get me wrong, there are many plays to make, but here I'm only giving away one strategy. I know a lot of shit, and there are trades you can do with that, but that's not what we're looking at tonight. Tonight, we're looking at simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% a week using a pre-qualified dividend stock for the consistency. Yeah, baby's in the house. Dude, we're getting ready to leave. Like 10 more minutes, we're out of here. But thanks for showing up. Yeah, baby. Okay, so next, SIBA, U.S. Foods. You got to give me the ticker symbol. Okay? Now, I do like, print your right, I do like Nucor. I do. But not this week. Adam, I bought QQQ puts, 713 strike, 1005, and made 2,400%. This is only driven by the VIX and the higher volume. Yeah, I get that. Now, Adam, what makes this better? Consistency. There's your answer. Can you do that every week? No, you can't. The sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while, but that doesn't make it a daily occurrence. Doesn't even make it a weekly occurrence. Okay, and I could sit in front of my computer and look at this crap all day long and make more money. But at the point I'm at in my life, it doesn't interest me. You will get there. You may not agree with me now, but at some point in your life, money, wait a minute. Do you remember the movie Conan the Barbarian? In a man's life, diamonds lose their sparkle. Jewels cease their luster. Money means nothing. I forget, that was the king who was talking to Arnold when he's trying to get his daughter back. Anyway, besides the point. At some point in your life, money loses its appeal. Right now, I'm just looking for 1% a week because it works for me. It's simple, it's easy, 5 or 10 minutes. Now, I can pretty much guess you probably spend more than 5 or 10 minutes in front of your computer screen to get that position. And I don't do the Qs because the Qs just aren't profitable. Sorry. But Adam, yeah, what can make that better? Consistency. And you don't get that consistently. I can almost guarantee that. Novo, how you doing today? Print your right. Nucor still, you got that one. Pepsi, we're going to look at Pepsi. Selling instead, absolutely. Okay, we're going to look at that one. John Goodrich, ExxonMobil, XOM. XOM. We got one more to find, don't we? XOM is going to be a no, only because, take a look. Coming down at the moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I like it, but no. Gotcha. Lucky. Oh, back again, huh? Okay, so what are we doing? All right, Mr. Troll. Quick question, Sparky. What do you got? Ooh, all right. You just got to find a decent stock. I sell covered calls and cash secured puts every month on Tesla. Okay. Consistently been making 3 to 4,000 a month. That's awesome, dude. Awesome. Great. Alex, 1,000 short SPY. Yeah, no, thank you. 1,000 short SND. Yep. NVIDIA. No, thank you. 1,000 short on Intel. Yep. No, thank you. And QSSS. Yep. No, thank you. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing, Alex. Okay. That works for you. Okay. I'm giving away a simple strategy for those just getting started. See, I know where I'm coming from. This is easy. America 250. Ooh, I like that coin. Got to figure out where to buy that one. All right. Where is the money moving after SpaceX? Don't know, don't care. How you like that one? Don't know, don't care. Okay, so you're under the impression that we're here trying to make huge amounts of money. No, I'm not. I want simplicity. I want consistency. I want safety. And I want predictability. Okay, SpaceX may be great for some people, but someone is always going to get burned. Always. So what else do we got? Mr. Strong Vision. I like Lowe's. I love Emerson, and I like ExxonMobil. But I got to tend to these people over here. Kellen, if you can tell me where to buy that America 250, I'd like to know. What if you're 30? Dinesh, you got a long way to go, brother. Okay? Consistency is going to be key. You're 30 years old. I'm 62. I'll trade in a heartbeat. But at 30, consistency is your key. You're looking at another 30 years of living. $100 a week, you'll be freaking good to go in 30 years. Ooh, I got something to show you. You're going to love this. Check this out. Let's go there. Let's go here. Okay, hold on. You're going to love this one. Dinesh, you ready? All right, this is my website, the 10-Minute-Trader. Top left corner, right there, weekly compound interest calculator. Didn't exist before. I had to create it myself. Okay, what we're looking at is a monthly compound interest calculator. Oh, sorry, weekly. My fault. Weekly compound interest calculator. There is no other such thing anywhere that compounds weekly and allows you to add money to it. You're not giving up future profits. It's all about the premium. Dr. Corey, absolutely. How you doing today? Hey, Julie's expecting your call, dude. Give her a call. Fred says Pepsi is garbage. Okay, personal opinion. I get it. Some people like Pepsi, some people don't. All right. Nucor, got it. Nike, we already looked at Nike. Nucor, blah, blah, blah. We already looked at Nike. VC, we have to take a look at it next time. Tesla, we'll take a look at that also. Hold on. I'm trying to show Dinesh something. Dinesh, are you ready? Dinesh, this is a weekly compound interest calculator. Okay, the very first thing you're going to do is put whatever money you're going to start. I didn't change color. Okay. Whatever money you're going to start out with. Initial deposit. Let's say you put in $1,000. Okay, good, lovely. Now remember what I told you: $100 a week. You ready? Okay. Periodic deposit, $100. Okay, go down a little bit. Where is this? Interest rate. Well, I'm showing you how to get 1% a week right there. So I'm going to put in 1%. Let's change that. 1% a week. Now, how much you want to put in? $100. Start out with 1,000. Put $100 in every week. Okay, and you say you're 30 years old. You got 30 years to go, dude. So we're going to change this right here. Time frame from 1 year into 30 years, because you can work till you're 60. Okay, you're 30. Work till you're 60. I did till I was 59. Okay, so I'll give it to you 60. 30. Okay, put this in there. There and 30. You ready? Then we want to compute the saving. Now, remember, you're starting out with $1,000. You put in $100 a week for 30 years. I can almost guarantee not a single person in here can come close to how much this is going to be. Think about it. Hold on. Here we go. You ready? Compute savings. Do you see that right there? That's a freaking insane number. Seriously, it's insane. Look at it. $60 billion. Started with $1,000, $100 a week for 30 weeks, compounded at 1% a week. 60 billion, dude. That's it. You don't even have to do that. Let's change this up a little bit. Okay, let's start it with $100. $100, and let's just put in $10 a week. Now, please tell me you can do $10 a week for the next 30 years. Okay? Compute savings. Take a look. It's $6 billion. $10 a week for 30 years, compounded at 1% a week. The number is freaking crazy. It is. Uh-oh, we got 1 minute left, and we haven't found number 3 yet. Haven't found the last one. We got one more to go. What do we got? Who has it? Thank you there, Sweet Den. We already looked at Nike. Fred, USAC. What the hell is that? USAC. USA Compression Parts. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a no is what it is. I don't do monthlies. No. Dvorky, CM. What the hell is that? CM. Canadian Imperial Bank. No, I don't do monthlies. Fred already said no to that one. Nike, ADC. What the hell is ADC? IBM. Hell no. Look at the big drop. VTI, Esteban. Dude, you don't check out the numbers, do you? SCH, oh, hell no. NUE, we already looked at that one. AVGO, Broadcom. AVGO. 390. Sorry, dude's dropping like a rock, too. Look, here's your top, big drop, keep coming down. Here's your bottom. Now, here's a nice thing about AVGO. You got the bottom here. Well, what do you think is going to happen next? Got a big gap. That gap is going to fill, and that baby's going to go up. Not this week, but I'm going to write down for next week. AVGO. Okay. You guys got to come up with something. SoFi, no profits. No, thank you. KView is merging with Kimberly-Clark. Ooh, that's a good one. SpaceX doesn't have 20 years of profits, dude. RDW, same thing. Redwire, RDW. Hell no. What is it? Don't you guys pay attention? Look at this. The high of the year, now it's dropping. No, why would I want to buy something that's dropping? BZAI. What the hell is that? BZAI. Hell no, I don't do monthlies. No monthlies. Sir, are looking at the daily chart? No, why would I look at the daily chart? I look at the annual chart, shows me 1 day at a time. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't sit in front of my computer all day. I want to know, what did the stock do yesterday? What did it do the day before? What did it do the day before? Where is the money flowing? You look by the day, not by the hour. Well, at least I do. Coach Joel, how you doing? You've been using this strategy for 10 months? Dude, awesome for you. Nice to go, Coach Joel. Ooh, Sparky, Microsoft. Now that's a picker. MSFT. Oh, bummer, dude. Look, it's dropping. Not this week, but we'll be looking for the bottom on Microsoft next week. All right, next. Thank you there, George. Yellowbird, 18th is next Thursday because the markets are closed on Friday. NU's not a dividend stock. Thank you, Chaz. Trending for 6 months. Okay, cool. Got it. Analyzing tool, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, Kevin, Starbuckies. Ooh. Did you found any for tomorrow? Of course I did. Starbuckies. SBUX. Ooh, yeah. Look at this one. You ready? Holy shit. Hit the wrong button. SBUX. There we go. All right. Starbucks. The top. The bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? Look at that right there. 97.41. The 97 is going for 198. That's 2%. That's number 5 for the night. Let's zoom in. Last 30 days. What do you think? 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's going up nicely. Starbucks. We Americans, we cannot live without our coffee. Even in 2008, when everything tanked, there's still lines in Starbucks. SCHD, hell no. Okay, so, all right, let's do this. Get rid of that. Covered calls. We're at 97.41, 97 through the 98s, right there. One contract, just to give you an idea what it should look like. Here we go. Here's Johnny. Johnny, it's always one. Bill, we got Starbucks. 18 June 26th, that's next Friday. The $98 call option. The stock is currently at $97.99. You can't get any closer to 98 than $97.99. 231 is the profit. 9,500 is the investment into Starbucks. What are we looking at? Here we go. 231 divided by 95.69. 95.69. Grand total of 2.4%. That's it. That's number 5 for the night. It's 11 o'clock. We're done. Let's go. Let's save this one. There we go. And there we go. Starbucks. There we go, yo. Dr. Corey, give Julie a call. She's sitting on the couch waiting for you to call her. Oh, wait a minute. Where are we? There it is. Right there. Number 5. There it is. Starbucks. One covered call. Starbucks. SBUX. 18 June 26th. That's next Friday. The $98 call option. Look at this. Where's it? Ah, it's not on there. Damn it. 231 is the profit. 9,500 is the investment. And it's 2.4% for 1 week. There we go. 2.4% 1 week. 2.3, 3.8, 7.9, 1.8, and 2.4. And this was just a quick 2-hour search. Not really quick, but you know what I mean. That being said, what do we have next? Okay, so that's it. We're done for the night. Broad Regs, how you doing today? Okay, so we're going to call it a day. We have any more questions? Aaron. James, what were the 2 or 3 stocks you sold the most calls against in the last year? Oh, that would be Macy's and Kohl's. Oh, who do we got? Just getting here? Who's that? This is okay, whatever. Just getting ready to leave, dude. Seriously. Thanks for showing up, but we're here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 11. Just getting ready to say goodbye, but thanks for showing up anyway. Low power? How can I have low power? Oh, Mr. Strong Vision. I like 3M. Love 3M. And I like Walmart. Kissable, AT&T. Yeah, you got that one. WM, Waste Management. Sorry, Mike Murphy. Waste Management's great company, but it's a monthly option. And monthly options just don't work for me. Okay, Fred, we already said no to USAC. SoFi, no dividends. They don't share their profits, so why would I want to invest in them? PLTR, hell no. Thank you, Third Georgia Strategy Nightly Commentary. All right, Peter. Or is it Pete? Okay. All right. Lost Wolf, Delta Airlines. I like it, but not today. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. Tom, do you think it's a good idea to invest in Align Technologies, in your opinion? Okay, Dom, I have no idea who they are. Okay, maybe we can take a look at them tomorrow. Because I'm here for 2.5 hours every night, and my time is up. So Oracle has earnings tomorrow. Okay. Markets are closed next Friday. Okay. Northerly, hello. Sam, IBM. I love IBM. I do. Mike, do you have a price cap on stocks? Yeah, I try not to buy anything over $400. Can you explain predictable? Of course I can. You ready? Predictable. I predict the sun is going to come up tomorrow. I predict when I go out in that room, I'm going to open up the door and cold air is going to hit me. I predict if I go outside tonight, it's going to be warmer outside than it is inside. There's a lot of predictabilities there. NVDY, hell no. Chippy, Dram, no, no, and no. Sorry, dude. Sparky, Microsoft, love it, but not this week. SMC Professional Trader, if you're running well, okay, yeah, love it when people do this. And that picture you have there, totally inappropriate for what we're talking about. RDW, Milo the Trader, Redwire, love it. Okay, if no one picks up the contract, you are stuck with no, Sparky. All right, hold on a second. Let's see if I need my glasses for this. Getting old sucks. It does. All right, let's get out of that. Delete that. Go back to here. Okay, Sparky, I want to explain something to you, see if you understand it. I'm going to try to explain it as simply as possible. All right? So you're saying if nobody picks up the contract, then you are stuck with it. Not necessarily so. So here, wow, my hair's a mess. I'm glad I still have my hair. My mother said to me the other day, "You still have hair at your age?" I said, "Yeah, thanks, Ma." All right, so here's the thing, Sparky. If the number is here, okay, listen closely. If the number is here, posted on the board, that means the market maker is saying, hey, this is what I'm paying. This is what I'm buying. I'm buying, I'm selling. If it is posted, he is required to fill it. If you do a market order, he can fill it whatever he wants. If you do a limit order, he can fill it if he feels like it, if it's within this area. Okay? So there's always someone there to buy. And if you're picking a stock where there's nobody there to buy, you picked the wrong stock. Because whatever stock you're looking at, you want to make sure the volume is over 1 million shares a day. And there are companies that have, less than 100,000 shares traded a day. That's called thinly traded. Not many people. It's like going to a dance party and there's only one person on the dance floor. No. I would prefer there to be 10 million people on the dance floor. That way I know that I'm making my money. You can always tell when you get to the bid and the ask. If they're really close together, there's a lot going on. But if you find something that doesn't have 1 million shares trading, you're going to have an issue getting filled. Banjo! If you're only looking for 1 cent, why not daily 1% moves? Because then you're requiring me to sit in front of that stupid computer all day long. Okay, you got to understand one thing, Banjo. I'm 62. I'm perfectly happy. See, greed will be the downfall of almost all of you. Sorry, it is what it is. Greed is a nasty thing. Okay, I'm perfectly happy with 1% on a weekly basis. It's 5 to 10 minutes of my time. So if I sat in front of my computer 5 to 6 hours a day, yeah, I can make more than 1% a day. Lovely, yay for me. I'm not motivated by money like that. I'm at that point in my life now where I feel responsible to give back to the public what I've taken over the last 5 decades. Okay, we're not looking at anything else. We're just answering questions for now. Viral moments. What's the downside on your losses on average with so few? I have 2 losses, dude. And the 2 losses, I had too much activity going on. I mean, it's too much crap going on in my life that these 2 just slipped through the cracks. I didn't even notice them. I didn't lose a huge amount of money. It was like a small amount. Nothing worth writing home about. But I don't like losses at all. Do you run advert? No, I don't. KIM, Kinder Morgan, like it. Dvorky, SPH, never heard of it. YMAG, hell no. HYLN, never heard of it. All right, we're just answering questions now. All right, Redwire, thank you. Got it, got it, got it, good. SCHD, hell no. PEB, never heard of it. What if nobody, there's always someone there to buy. If it's no one's buying it, you get it too high. Agree Realty Corp. Oh, never heard of them. Sorry. Kevin, I told my boss I'm putting $135,000 into SpaceX IPO. He matched it at $1.35 million. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, he's got $1.35 million to put in something that nobody knows anything about. Fine. My favorite dividend stocks, possible rotation. Ooh, my favorite? Well, this year would be Macy's and Kohl's. I trade those every single week because they keep giving me money week after week after week. Wow. Alex, I want only $1 million. Good for you. Bowly bowling. The math ain't mathing. Sometimes it doesn't. Kevin, Wolf, take a look at it tomorrow. Yuri, Spaghetti, we'll look at it tomorrow. Tracy, I need a time machine. Oh, okay. Very wrong. Okay, Bowly bowling. Okay, got it. JM, PEB, never heard of it. Blue, SCHD, hell no. Milo, we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Aaron, Pfizer, love it. I looked hard for you. I have no idea what that means. I'm not that difficult to find. I've been online since, oh my God, since the 1990s. I still have the same email address from 1994. I even have emails from 1996. See, the important stuff I save. And I have emails from the 1990s still. Bad earnings per share, though. Okay. Well, then why would you buy it? If it has bad earnings per share, why would you buy it? Evan, Shopify has not been around for 20 years. Which ones do you suggest? Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, and Dividend Contenders. Anything on Warren Buffett's list. All right, thank you. Trevor, very interesting. Thank you for your insight. Thank you. You're welcome. Great call tonight. Thank you to Jason. Oh, Kevin, 3% weekly. Cool beans. You have fun with that one. Never heard of them. I don't buy stuff I've never heard of. Russo, what is the best stock to invest in as of right now? No idea. Campbell's, not on the 30-day, but the 6-month or 1 year. Okay. Amber, Micron, too high, honey. Microsoft pays quarterly dividends. How does that work? Stephen Ashmore. Okay. Stephen Ashmore, I'm aware of that. I'm aware they have quarter. All right, Stephen. There's a difference between stocks, options, dividends. 3 separate entities. That's like apples, oranges, and bananas. 3 different things, 3 different prices, 3 different movements everywhere, all over the place. Yeah, I get it. They pay quarterly, but they have weekly options. Weekly options. Planet Mars, how are you doing today? Tyler, nice to see you. Holy shit, there's 400 people here. What the hell? Don't you guys have something better to do than watch me? What the hell do I know? Is 6:07 in Romania. Ooh, it's 11:17 here in Florida. If no one picks up the contract, you're stuck with it. Not really. What's a reciprocal dividend? Ooh, that's a good question, but it has nothing to do with what we're doing. Tony's so crazy. Okay. Walmart, love Walmart's hype man. Okay. Can you list your list for the day? Yes, I can. Nothing. How long have you been running this strategy? Oh, so you're new here. Nothing. Okay. The way the strategy came about out of nowhere. Hold on. This would be worthy of checking out. All right. Hold on a second. Well, give me 1 second because you want to know where this strategy came from. All right. Here's my website on YouTube, The 10MinuteTrader. Okay. I got 2,100 videos. Now, the beginning of it, watch this. I'm going to go right here. Click that right there. All right. Description. Are you ready? The 10 minutes trading strategy came about when my 9-year-old daughter wanted me to teach her what Daddy was doing. My challenge was to create a trading strategy where she could never lose. I had to make it safe, make it secure, make it predictable, make it consistent. She ended up making higher returns than most professional traders. Hold on. Because in 2008, my 9-year-old jumped on my lap one day and said, Daddy, what are you doing? Then she said, can you teach me? So my 9-year-old daughter wanted me to teach her how to trade stocks.
Hi, I'm JC, and as you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad doesn't let me calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting.
And that's me. Long time ago. Look at all the hair I had.
21 days in the month of March. What does that mean? That means every single day you buy a different stock. Every single day there is a different company paying out dividends.
This is my favorite part. Yay! Okay.
Maybe just one company per month.
Okay. So, like I said, in 2008, my 9-year-old daughter says, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So my 9-year-old wants to learn how to trade stocks, and she wanted me to teach her. This was in 2008. Was that 18 years ago? All right, so it had to be simple. She's only 9. Had to be safe. Don't want her losing. Had to be predictable because I want her to be right and I want her to be, confident what she's doing. Simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. 1% per week. No way to lose. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. So I had to create a strategy specifically for a 9-year-old. 5 rules. Rule 1, never buy anything that's not on your list. This was for my 9-year-old. So I created the list for her. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. Rule 1, never buy anything not on your list. Rule 2, make sure the company is consistently profitable. No. Hold it. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. Rule 3 was make sure the company's consistently profitable. Rule 4, weekly options only. And Rule 5, make sure all the numbers work. So, when I say never buy anything not on your list, you take your little list and you put it into the calendar. The calendar is basically like any other calendar. June 2006, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, blah, blah, blah. This is the whole month. So what are these green dots? These green dots represent companies that, let's go to the good list. Good list. There we go. Each one of these little green dots represents a company that has increased their profits for a bare minimum of 25 years. So for my daughter, never, ever buy anything that's not on your list. And then, if today's the 8th, I don't want to be looking at McDonald's. The dividend was last week. I don't want to look at Lennar. Their dividend was last week. Pepsi, Kimberly-Clark, GPC, Nextera, Chubb Corporation, Albemarle, Nordson, Stanley Black & Decker, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, T. Rowe Price, Medtronic, so on and so forth, companies that are consistently profitable. The EX dividend calendar tells me when a stock is going to pay their dividend. And when they pay their dividend, the stock has a tendency to go up just before the dividend. So if General Dynamics dividend is right here, well, I want to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday. Because on a Monday, that will allow me 1 week to get 1% from the dividend as the stock goes up. And then the next week, pick up another 1% as the stock goes up. And then on the 3rd week, maybe get a third 1%, and then maybe collect the dividend. See, stocks have a tendency to go up just before they pay their dividend because people know the dividend is coming and they want to collect that money because it's free money. Just for owning the stock, they're going to pay you a dividend. Medtronic, if I buy Medtronic before this date, I'm going to collect that dividend. And then I'll sell Medtronics, and maybe I'll buy Ben Franklin, Nucor, Cardinal Health, General Dynamics, any one of those. Maybe collect another dividend, maybe collect some more premiums. Stocks have a tendency to do the same things over and over and over again. That's why I like dividend stocks, specifically those that have increased their profits for more than 25 consecutive years. Why not? Think about it. It's my money, right? Shouldn't I be able to put my money wherever I want? Well, for me, I like safety. I'm 62. I have no... All right, listen closely. Good afternoon. Welcome to Walmart. Will that be paper or plastic? That's not in my vocabulary. I have no desire to do that. I got nothing against those people. You know, they're getting out of the house. They're contributing to society. So, yeah. Don't do this. This is not a good thing. I hate it when people come and poach. Do you know what poaching is? That's when you come to somebody else's live stream and then you poach the people that show up. You show up here because you want to learn something. That person shows up here to get your email address and send you a text message pretending to be me. So if you get a text message, if you get an email, an Instagram, a WhatsApp, a Snapchat, a Telegram, or anything like that, it's not from me. I don't do that. You want to talk to me? Fine. Drop me your number. And I personally will call you back myself. All right. Holy shit. We still have 400 people here. Sir, I'm trying to learn. How do I average 1%? Keep showing up. Keep asking questions. The answers are out there. The answers are out there. Pick good quality companies. Learn to read a chart. Stock goes up, stock goes down. Well, I'll show you. Hold on. It's not that difficult. Okay? Look. Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Stocks go up, down, 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 up. Take a look at the weekly basis. Okay? Up, down, up, down. They do two things. That's it. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, down, up, down, up. That's all they do. They go up, they go down. That's it. Pick good quality companies that are consistently profitable. Make sure you're looking at them every single day. Is it the right time to buy, or do you just wait? Stock market's not going anywhere. It's been around for over 400 years. The very first dividend stock was 1602. 1602, the very first dividend stock. VOC, also known as the Dutch East India Shipping Company. It was the biggest corporation for generations. If the company is profitable, Microsoft pays quarterly dividends. It does not meet your criteria. Why? Hold on a second. Microsoft doesn't meet my criteria. Hold on a second. Trade. Go back to there. Slide over to here. Put in MSFT. Okay. Let's take a look at Microsoft. Whoops, let's get rid of this. Okay. So, Stephen Ashmore 169. Microsoft has quarterly dividends every 90 days, every 13 weeks. Okay, fine. All right. Now, I got a question for you, Stephen. 12 June 26. That's this Friday. Hold on. 18 June 26. That's next Friday. Hold on. 26 June 26. That's 3 Fridays away. Hold on. 2 July. That's 4 Fridays away. 19, I can't even see that one. Microsoft has quarterly dividends. I'm agreeing with you. Like, I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to say it really slowly so you understand. I agree with you 100%. Microsoft has quarterly dividends. You're 100% correct. But where you're wrong is you're thinking Microsoft has weekly dividends. You think I said Microsoft weekly dividends. I did not say that. I said dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Nowhere in there does it say weekly dividends. No. People hear what they want to hear. You heard what you wanted to hear. You didn't hear what I said. Microsoft has weekly options every single week, as a matter of fact, hold on. As a matter of fact, Microsoft, look at this, 10 June, that's tomorrow. 12 June, that's Friday. 15 June, that's Monday. 17 June, that's Wednesday. 18 June, that's Thursday. I can do a covered call 3 times a week on Microsoft. 3 times a week, because Microsoft has tri-weekly. That means 3 options in a week. 3 in a week. They still have quarterly dividends, but they have options 3 times a week. So what I said is dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Nowhere have I ever said weekly dividends. Okay? Day trade? No, I don't day trade. Are they written down? Absolutely. Alex, way to go. Capital gains distributions as well. Okay, listen closely, Kevin. Okay, I get this question once a week, sometimes twice a week. You're concerned about taxes. You're concerned about taxes, great. You need to talk to a tax professional. I'm not talking about an accountant, and I'm not talking about a bookkeeper. I'm talking about a tax strategist. Someone that will teach you how to pay the least amount of taxes legally possible. Because here's the funny thing about taxes when it comes to trading. If you have your trading account in your own personal name, guess what? You just volunteered for the absolute highest taxes that possibly are. That's it. In your personal name? Yeah. That's the worst place to do your trading. Best place to put your trading is in a family trust or a family foundation where there's no taxes. Or you can put it to a corporation and pay corporate taxes. Or you can put it to a corporation in a state where there's no corporate taxes. There's so many ways to get away from corporate taxes. So it's best to always be fully educated on something before you speak up. Now, I'm not a professional, but I do know that if all my trading is done in my corporation's name, I pay corporate taxes. And any losses that my corporation has, they deducted from the profits of the trading. There's so much you got to do, but it is what it is. But thank you for your input, though. Do you have a rule of thumb for diversification with this strategy? Absolutely. If I have 100,000, it's 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. That's my diversification. Best app to start? I'm going to say Robinhood. It's so simple and so easy. It's right there at your fingertips. Click, click, clickety, click. You're good to go. But I always say paper trade first. It's kind of like playing Monopoly. 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel, round, round, round. You go pick up that $100 and, was it $200? $200. Okay. Big Yellow Bird, Verizon. We'll take a look at that tomorrow. Okay. Beam Chew. We looked at Netflix earlier. Kevin, we already did Netflix. Angel, Edgar. Yeah, no. Ooh, Beam Chew, Home Depot. We already looked at it. What do you think about Oracle tomorrow? Nope. My VTI is up 30%. Good for you. I don't like VTI. What do you think about Oracle tomorrow? We already said that one. Now, JD, don't get me wrong. You like VTI? Good, wonderful for you. Take a look at the numbers. A serious, close look at the numbers. VTI goes up, VTI goes down. VTI. Okay? Take a look. The bottom of the year was 290. It jumped up to 370. 290 to 370 is $80. It jumped up $80. Now it's coming back down again. You might be up 30%, but take a look. The person that bought here at 340 and it went down to 310, they're not up. The person who bought it here at 375, now it's at 360, they're not up. Stocks go up, stocks go down. You want to hold, fine, hold. Nothing wrong with holding. Okay? If you bought down here and it's up here now, great. You're up 30%. Wonderful. Good for you. So the question I have for you, JD, where's your profit? It's not a profit until you take it. What do you think about